How do you not know what roles are in a marriage? You're married for 20 years.
If you're feeling under the weather and you've tuned into your YouTube and you're looking for something to watch and you somehow landed up on this video, welcome to
Say It With
Chest. It's your girl Daddy Sims.
And Johnny Tamaya as usual. And you know what do we do at Say It With Chest?
We always bring you guys the most unfiltered content. We're going to be reacting to anything controversial, trending, wild, and just out there on the internet.
Anything that's there, we'll talk
Literally,
about
we're
it.
going to find it and talk about it.
And because of that, we are going to watch our first video and react to it. So watch it with us.
The house for the marriage. What do you guys do? What are your roles?
Role? I don't understand the question. She does what needs to be done that day if she has time to do it, and if she doesn't, I do it. I do what needs to be done that day, and if I don't have time to do it, she does it. What roles? I don't know what you're
How do you not know what roles are in a marriage? You're married for 20 years. You guys don't have
those
any
don't
roles?
exist. Because those don't exist. Like, I'm not white. I'm not a white Christian man. I don't.
What are you talking about? I'm not white. What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, because you're trying to live up to like some white supremacist ideal of the
What are you
nuclear
talking
family.
about?
I don't subscribe
Nobody
to
said
that.
nothing about no supremacy.
Teamwork makes the dream work, friend. We a team. Ain't no roles.
What do you mean there ain't no roles?
It's not that hard to understand. You said, why do women not want to cook and clean? They're tired. They have to go to work.
Okay.
I answered that question.
Okay.
You said, what are your roles? I said, we're a team.
If there's something that needs to be built in the house, who builds it? You or your wife?
Depends on what it is.
What do you mean depends on what it is?
Like if it's a toy for the kids, you know what I'm saying? My wife's better at putting stickers on, so she builds it. But if we're talking about
that's not building nothing, man.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Stickers on something, you've lost it.
It's still a task. But my wife's an interior designer, so she can build anything.
I ain't got time for no foolishness. He gone.
Why is it always the guys who are so confused? They're always the ones who think they're the most woke, and like so smart and everything. Like the way he ended the video, he's like, "I have no time for foolishness."
Right?
Everyone on the
Pulling
internet's
a Kevin
looking
Samuels.
at you, and they're like,
"Get off!
You're not very smart, Mister." Like, you're
But
the
you know,
problem.
but right? Because like it was so it didn't make sense. The guy, the bald, let's call the other one the bald-headed, and then the main podcaster. The bald-headed guy actually had a point. You know. It's teamwork, and whoever is available can do what they can do. I actually support the bald-headed guy. You know, we live in a generation where it's like, oh, you must have a role. It must be specific. Let's write down what a woman needs to do. If she needs to clean, if she needs to cook, speak after the man, look after the kids. Like there are people out there who need that role written down and specified. And then like, oh, the man needs to do this, provide, build this, you know, do what and what not. And I've seen families who do that and they succeed, you know. It's not a bad thing to have a role, you know. I feel like both of them are just, you know, all over the place. But it's not a bad thing to have a role, you know. I feel like roles, there are people who can't do anything without writing it down. They need to write down the to-do list, what they're going to do today. I know someone with a 5-year plan. She knows what she'll eat on 24th of December in 5 years. Do you understand? But for her, that's how she operates. She operates by knowing what needs to be done and needing to see it on paper. So for her, she likes it when her husband writes down her role. You know, you'll do this, this is what we'll do with the bills and whatnot. But then at the other side, I also understand the bald-headed guy because like it's teamwork. Like if the lady is not around and the man is hungry, what will he do? Starve?
Exactly.
Like, you get up and cook. You're not waiting for the woman.
I was just gonna say that as someone who actually plans things a lot. So I have OCD.
Yeah.
And I have ADHD. So I am on a very needs to go by the plan kind of person.
Yeah.
Being that kind of person, you kind of realize that, okay, fine. So the very first step you're gonna do is draft up the plan.
Yeah.
But then, you know, life doesn't always move that way. You kind of have to adjust and improvise based off different things that may come up. So in this situation, like you said, what happens if a man is dependent on a woman cooking? Like I have to come home from work and then cook and everything. But then this one day is like I'm late you know, like, I can't make it back home in time to cook. Are you gonna die? Are you gonna die?
This is tough until you come and cook for him, Simran.
Literally, exactly. So it doesn't really make sense. And also, I do feel like gender roles depends heavily on the kind of household you come from.
True.
So, for example, let's say, I do come from an all women's house for the most part. Most of the men in my family unfortunately passed on before the women, so I was kind of raised in a fully woman household, you know. So these gender roles, they don't really fit in my family. For example, you know how they say men are supposed to do heavy lifting? In my family, like, we don't have a man. It depends on who's there at that time to actually get it done, to get the job done, and also who has enough energy on that day, or we're gonna do it together. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like gender roles does not really work in some households. So for this guy to just assume that,
generalize,
exactly, it's not gonna happen.
Speaking of you growing up around women, I can see the way Simran acts. Simran walks around with a screwdriver in her car.
I do actually.
She's ready to build something and repair something. I'm like, why a screwdriver?
Yeah, because you had to fix it in my house. Like, we had to fix house. Let me tell you guys. So Joanne, in her house, like, she had this saucepan that didn't have what was
screw.
It didn't have a handle, a frying pan without the handle.
And
I looked at it, I'm like, why isn't it there? She's like, I don't know how to assemble it. I was like, child, give me a minute. I walked down to the car, came back with a screwdriver, and I was like, there you go, it's done.
But you see, now imagine we had waited for a man to come and screw the frying pan for us.
What man's gonna do it for you? Most of the guys these days don't even know how to use a screwdriver. No offense.
Yes, most of the guys these days don't know how to. I'm sorry,
if
but
you
like,
look at the jobs that have been defined for women and men, you see that actually most men are better chefs than women, and apparently the kitchen is a woman's place, right? But guys do it better.
Really,
some guys do it better.
Food,
so it's like,
it varies. But I've also seen something with the men in my generation, not to generalize, but if the shoe fits, please tie the shoelace, if you know what I mean. But I've seen the men out there who sleep without making sure the home is safe. That bothers me. It bothers me so much that a man can go to bed and then not look and check the doors. Why? And the lady is staying in the house.
Oh my days.
How are you sleeping without checking?
I have a thing against people in America for this. I don't know how. I don't know if it's just in movies or you'll actually do this in real. How can you like leave your house open and you know,
maybe because it's safe for them.
I don't know. I'm
safe.
like that person who has like a backup for the backup.
Like,
you will not.
You have to be prepared.
Exactly.
Because with American homes, let's just touch on that. With American homes, I think they don't have gates. What? They don't have nothing.
They don't have what?
They don't have gates, and they don't have like something. You know,
no, they've got like security alarm codes and stuff.
But that's at the door, at the entrance of the house. A Ugandan home, you're going to get through the gate, the guard dog. Like, you're not just going to walk up to someone's front door.
Literally.
You're going to go through so many things for you to get to the door. But with them, it's more like, someone said they do that. They do it that way so that the police can get easy access to your home in case you like lock yourself inside.
Honey, the worst part is, okay, fine. You know what? Let's go with that. Okay, fine. So you've got a normal wooden door, okay, with no like prior security to that. But what about them ones who live with like big glass windows that don't even have grills or anything, and glass doors, the sliding ones? You're gonna get robbed. But that is aside from the topic.
That's a topic for another day. Let's just tap on that. We used to do real estate on Kenganda, and then would show homes, and then they had like bars, the iron bars. And someone said, "Why am I staying in a house with iron bars? Am I in jail?"
No, it's security.
What do you mean? Are you in jail?
It's security.
You want a thief to be able to touch you? Like, hi,
come into your window and give you a head massage. Like, what are you doing? So guys who go to bed without making sure that simple things like the gas is off.
Surprise!
The gas is off.
Samara and I go back and forth with the gas thing.
Joan does not believe.
Guys, don't put
you
me
don't
out there.
believe that gas explosions can actually happen because you're God's favorite child. Honey, that one day God will be fighting someone else's battle.
I've learned my lessons. I've changed my ways.
Have you?
Samara is putting me on the spotlight, guys. When you're back on the topic, the role, do you think as Simran, you know, as the modern day woman, do you go with the bald-headed guy or the main podcaster? Do you feel like your household needs to have roles specified, or is it teamwork? Makes the dream work?
No, actually, I do believe that teamwork is dream work. I mean, are you only going to teach your male child, for example? Now you're going to be a mom someday in your life, if you want
Inshallah.
to be, if you want to be, right? So are you going to teach your male child only to create a mess and not clean up after himself? Do you know what I mean? At some point in your life, you realize that even as a man, you might end up living on your own.
Thank you.
And you might not be, you might not have access to a maid or a caretaker.
Yeah.
Your mom is not your maid, by the way.
Some men just know how to boil water.
And
that's it.
It's not even that deep. Like, it's okay if you don't know how to cook or anything, but like you need to take it. Let me do it this way. Let me just say it this way, yeah? You need to take care of your home how you take care of your personal hygiene.
Yes.
If you don't shave your beard, you're gonna be rowdy looking and everything, right? But if you don't like take out your trash because you expect the woman in your life to do it, you don't sweep, dust, mop, clean up your general area of living, then you're gonna come off as a messy person.
Thank you.
You're not gonna find a woman who's gonna want to do that for you because you're not already doing it for yourself. And women are attracted to people that are genuinely clean. So,
look after yourself.
exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now when you actually find someone to find someone to settle down with, it's like you need to also bring to the area, like this is your area of cleanliness. Do you understand? So if I'm gonna keep the house clean and you're just gonna keep on messing up, I'm not gonna keep on picking up after you. It's gonna be really annoying, irritating, and childish. So that's not someone I would want to settle down with. I want to settle with someone who, there's not roles per se, but more like both of you can just do it. No one has to die. Like, you're not gonna die if you do it. Yeah. So just do it.
I get it. On the other hand, with me, I'm a bit of both. I need you to tell me what you would expect from me. I ask that from everyone. All my clients on my consultancy, I say, what do you expect? You know, what do you expect from this consultation? When I'm dating someone, I'm like, what do you expect from me? If I'm interviewing for a job, I always ask, what do you expect from me? Like, I want to know what it is you expect from me so that I can see if that's something I can stand up to or not. Because sometimes you could say, teamwork is makes the dream work, and then it's like I fail to do one thing and then you hold it over my head, or you don't say anything and keep quiet, and then one day you just blow. Yet you could have told me initially
what you expect. That actually
exactly
makes a lot of sense.
You could have told me in the beginning what you wanted me to do. So I don't mind. I feel like if I ever get a family, inshallah, I would want my man to like set his roles. I would want him to say, this is what I expect from you as my wife, and then I'll put down my roles. This is what I expect from you as my husband, so that we're not, butting heads. And then at the end of the day, we can mix in the teamwork makes the dream work. Because like, if I'm not around and you need to eat, what are you going to do? You can handle yourself, then I can also handle you here and there. But
so what's your conclusion on the entire thing?
You know what? Life is not a straight. It's not a straight path. You know, no one on the internet should tell you how to live your family life. It's not a straight path, guys. You can.
It's gay. I'm joking.
Wow. Wow. You can. It's not a straight path. You just have to make up what works for the two of you. Yeah.
Well, I think my conclusion on this would be, bro, just. Just does that make sense? Like, just be someone that's tolerable and bearable, you know? Like, don't be that person who how should I say, if your partner is genuinely better than you at something, and this is outside of the gender norms and everything, and they genuinely like doing it, then find what works for you. For example, so in my relationship, my partner is a better cook and I'm a better cleaner. So on days when he cooks, I clean. On days when, let's say, I do something, he does something else to counter it. Just kind of balance it out. If you want to be in a productive relationship, like this guy with his 20-year relationship. Exactly. Like, come on, man. Don't be that person.
Okay.
That's it. But let us know what you guys think, and
in the comment section.
Yes. Please subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Subscribe to the channel. How are you here? You've not yet
Let's
subscribed
pause
to the
for
channel.
that person who hasn't subscribed.
Did you like our other videos? Do it. Did you comment?
Do it.
Did you turn on your post notifications?
Do it.
Did you follow us on social media?
Come on, at Kenganda Nation on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Do it.
Oh, guys.
Anyways, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.